Texans. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The first carry now. This is Johnson. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
180. Watch QB's on. Alert, 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 alert. Pistol, pistol, pistol.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Here's Hunt. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd and a couple, Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
Hey, 133. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Topper, Topper. King.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They'll give it to Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out?
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Watson with a give to Miller. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Miller. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
General West.
Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Fresno. Hey, 31. 26.
Out of the gun, Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. Out to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Hey, alert 33.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. And taken right on the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And Stills bringing it in. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Darren Fells there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Mayfield now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield, he'll let it go into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Throwing on second and long. Watson, he's letting this one go for Fuller. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Bravo. SOS. 61. Matchbox lights.
Following the interception, Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
King.
Mayfield on first down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Steigert's kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Check 24. Check 24. Shoot. Check 31. Check 31. Kill.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3. There on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's good for a Browns. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
King. Play fake. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
36. Point it right.
Here's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Mayfield finding Beckham, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Seibert on for the PAT.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, 75 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And again, it's Chubb. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. First down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They run. Chubb. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Browns on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And now he's going to use his legs. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. J.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
218, chop.
4th down, Mayfield. And no, it's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at about the 32. Back to throw, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Bells. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. But he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Forced out to his left. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, Watson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure if you have a big time.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. They'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's out to Chubb, complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. Here's Mayfield. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One last throw here for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.